Hello there, traveler, and welcome back to the world of Kymaticus, where through the roles we play, we spin our tale. This is our original D&D 5e session here on Forward on the Saves. I'm Alexander, your Weaver of Tales, and as always, I am joined by my companions, Tyler, John, Cassy, Viper, and Dylan. So, hang up your cloak, grab a drink, and sit back as we dive into this chapter of Kymaticus. Where we last left off, you both are separated. All of you are separated. Hector, Rona, Eldon, you went to the south into Radesh to find that Kaen-Umbra still loyal, still on your side, and has sent his troops up the western side of Khal-Esh. In the north, Eclipse, you and Cato, and the nameless Black Guard.
Really?
Unearth a conspiracy.
And a traitor.
You get rid of a portal that was placed in the crypts underneath Abreil.
A couple people, too.
You did intercept a spy, and upon getting out of there, Hector and Rona make their way back. And you all have to, you all head to the tower where Cerseus last went, where he was imprisoned by the Archmagus Ella, someone he's known since he was a child. And through some cunning, he was able to escape. And with the help of you all, whatever curse, whatever magic was binding him to Ella's command was lifted off of his armor. Where Ella is, you do not know. But it wasn't long before you began to see the fleet of ships beginning to fire. And we left off with cannon fire. But before we pick up there...
I'm glad
Eldon,
I'm not being looked at like him.
I need you to roll initiative. For where we last left off, you were going one-on-one with the Death Slot. What did you roll?
And the bracelet. Hold on, I'm sure you're handling everything great. Just meet back up with us when you can.
What'd you roll?
22.
I start swinging. Right.
Just remember, frogs are like bears. If you play dead, he'll leave you alone.
Yeah. Go with that.
Yeah, sure.
All right. It will go first.
Oh!
Okay.
So, Eldon, its first attack on you
All right.
goes in with its claws. A natural 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Shit talking
Jesus.
mushrooms.
Why?
Yeah, that
Why?
hits. Nothing on that one I can do about that.
Wow.
Get out.
I thought I beat this thing in initiative. I'm not gonna lie. Oh well.
Eldon,
Uh-huh.
Do you not have inspiration?
I never get inspiration.
you are going to take 21 slashing damage. and 16 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Its second attack on you.
All right.
14.
Miss.
And its third attack.
Oh, you need to get them out of here.
Say 27.
Miss.
Holy shit!
Miss. 29. I have a 29 casual right now.
Oh,
That's before I do anything else, too.
snap.
So as this
Oh, snap.
monstrous thing, which is like essentially scraping the ceiling in your child's room, Bessie and Carion were able to get out in time, with Bessie carrying him, and
No, Ikari
Bessie and
sprinted
I didn't
out.
mention, yeah, it's still an infant, I guess. Still a little guy, but you are able to.
fighter.
They were able to get out. This thing lands a gnarly blow across your chest, scraping up your neck, missing a very important artery. You're able to deflect or dodge the next two. It is your turn.
Okay, so Eldon's gonna look this giant slot in the eye. He's gonna look at it and go, if I am to die, I will die fighting! And the action, and you watch as he'll scrape the sword on the floor, sparks will ignite before it crawls up him as he casts haste, and a giant pair of fiery wings explode out his back.
If you
with
roll a
arcs of
nat
lightning in
1,
it.
I'm gonna be pissed.
So
No,
that
Eldon, no!
the roll was cast. Alright, there's that action. And then bonus action.
He's gonna die. Yep.
I'm gonna chug a potion of supreme healing.
He's gonna die. And we're so far away.
Alright, so Eldon immediately gains 43 hit points back. And I'm just gonna stay right on this thing as fire and lightning just crackle out his back. The moonblade's shining probably as bright as it's ever before, as the
Alright.
emotions are just volatile.
Okay. That's your turn.
And that is all I can do.
It will. As you do this, you watch it study you. This thing was a human just a moment before, but now it's acting so
Oh,
monstrous.
I forgot
and-
my free action as
Oh,
part
no.
of haste. I'm gonna take a swing at it
Oh,
because yeah,
by all means.
that's a natural 20.
Oh, thank God.
All right.
So question rolls down now. Vorpal 20 cut off its head, unless it meets the following criteria. Doesn't need its head, immune to slashing damage, has legendary actions, or it's too big for its head to be cut off.
Just like a really tall coat hanger.
You watch it study you as you cast haste, take the potion, and it lunges to you. And in a swing so swift, even you stun yourself at how fast you move the Moonblade. The Slod's body hits the wall behind you as momentum had carried it over your body. As it hits the wall, it falls, and the head rolls off.
Yes! Oh.
Nice.
My heart can't take this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you, Mini Beast One.
And then
Oh no.
you hear a scream.
No, 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 no. You leave her out of this? She did nothing.
As soon as I hear the scream, Ella doesn't even bother opening the door. He is going through the door like Captain America, just goosh!
You bust through the door, it falls off of one hinge, and you begin to head downstairs. The direction where you heard the steps coming from initially when you were hiding in the room.
I'm not even going down the stairs, I'm vaulting over and using the flying boots, just just drop right to the ground, 3-point landing, starts looking around for Bessie.
Okay. You jump over this balcony. You land kind of in the main foyer area, and as you land, you turn and you see Bessie on the ground, Akarian in one hand as she is scooting back.
Oh.
The crossbow shattered.
Okay.
Looks like it was destroyed.
Okay.
She doesn't seem to be harmed, at least right now, but in between you and her is another 8-9 foot tall slod.
How far away is it from me?
Let's say maybe 15 feet.
Okay. Out of the 90 feet I have, I'm getting.
Yes.
I'm going to baseball slide between.
You're
its
actually
legs.
going to roll initiative.
Oh,
no.
oh, I have to do it again.
Yes, it's a different slod.
Oh no! Oh!
You lost your
12.
surprise attack.
It will go first.
Okay.
It will take a step forward to Bessie.
Uh-huh. Can I like yell something?
Sure.
I'll the lightning and the fire still flaming around me. I'll bring the moonblade up. I'm like, hey, lord ass, it's me you want. I killed your friends. Bring it on, big bitch. Don't fuck with my family.
Roll me an intimidation check.
I've got this stuff. 11 because it's not strength based, it's words.
It will stop. Its right foot will just kind of like do the little scrape, and it like scrapes the marble floor as it turns to you. It does that like kneeling, outstretched arm, guttural roar at you, and all fours it runs in your direction.
All right.
First attack. It will enter your range if you had something on that. I think that's just Hector.
Hector's thing's
Okay.
enter range.
First attack on you is an 18,
Miss.
which misses. It's going to jump and try to bite you. It will land on the opposite side of you. Now you're in between Bessie and the slot. It's going to do an uppercut with one of its claw attacks on you, which will also miss. And as it comes down one more time, that's a natural 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Ah!
These 20s are back and forth. They're good moments.
Automatically, that is 20 points of slashing damage
Okay.
and 22 points of necrotic.
And
So you said how many
42,
necrotic?
42.
Means I have to be at least a 21 con save for this to maintain concentration.
Okay?
I have advantage. It's a 30.
Okay, all right.
Yes, yes, yes.
You maintain haste, right?
Yes.
And it is your turn. It's 5 feet away from you.
Just after the sigh of relief, just to be met with the claws in the gut, Monon's like, and then he's just coming up with the moonblade again. That is a 24 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. It'll take 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay?
Second swing is 17 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay. Third attack is 27 to hit.
That will hit.
That is max damage. 17 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
All right.
Okay?
Hasted action, 20 total.
That will hit.
Okay. 14 points of damage to it.
Okay. Very nice. It is still up, still angry, and still focused on you. It's going to do a claw attack at your in your direction.
I still have a bonus action.
Oh, then use it.
Yeah.
By all means.
Yeah. Drinking another potion.
Yeah, heal up. It does heals.
Well, I have to. Alright, so it's 46 back to me.
Oh my lord.
That's all this. I wish I could stop shaking so bad. It's hard to write this. That's my turn. That's all.
How much you take back?
46 points of healing.
Okay. That first attack on you was a 22.
Miss.
Okay. Second attack, claw attack, it's 19.
Miss.
Bite attack.
Another natural 20. Nice.
What?
I'm not joking. Like,
Back
that's
is
I
actually
know,
quite
it's
worse.
because you're standing, but like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
I'm not even joking.
Would you like a jester stool?
Yeah, please sit.
just while you're rolling against us.
So,
Would you like those numbers read off?
you are going to take 21 points of piercing damage.
Okay. So that's 10.
21 points of piercing damage and
I don't like
21 points of necrotic, so 42. So it's 21 is what you need to beat again.
With advantage,
that. Jesus.
it's a 20 on the dot.
That'd be a 21.
I will use Indomitable. My
Okay.
last use.
Ugh,
29.
that'll work. You still have it. You're good.
Not
Now, you will watch as you're about to move on this thing. A little bit of a cut you did to it as we get into heal back.
okay.
It is your turn.
It's me.
All right. First hit,
Kill it like hard. Kill it hard.
25.
25 will hit.
Ooh, max damage again. 17 points of damage on it.
Very nice.
Second hit, 27.
Hit.
All right. That's 12 points of damage to it.
Okay.
Third hit, 24.
That will hit.
15 points of damage.
Okay.
And then hasted action attack. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh, thank God.
You just attack
about like
this
this-
thing, and you move forward, and you just begin swinging. Swing the moon blade around you feels so natural, it feels like it's a part of you. On one of these swings, you cut down on the Slod's shoulder. The next swing, you come around and attack its leg. It goes down on one knee, and on the final swing, another decapitated Slod.
Yes.
You are out of combat.
I
Nice.
say this with all possible love. GTFO.
Well, we'll see.
And we'll leave that right there for a moment as we go over to the rest of the hoplites. Hector, Rona, Clips, Cerseus,
That's
a
me.
volley of cannonballs make their way to the city of Abreil. And you watch as they pelt the capital city of Khal-Esh. Out of, you can only imagine, 100 or so fired. A good chunk of them landed and has destroyed property, buildings. You watch kind of a side upper tower of the castle splinter and begin to fall. Multiple homes damaged, destroyed on the first volley. You saw a lot of them splash in the water just off the coast. Some of the ships that are docked has taken damage. Some of the dock itself. We'll start with Hector. What are you doing?
Hey. How many ships are there? Like, how many reach to where they're in firing distance?
Roll me a perception check, because there are so many. You're You're getting the basic number of about how many there are.
Got a 20.
20. Out of the ones that fired, there's close to 50.
And how? I know the Khal-Esh Navy is moving out. Like, how many ships have they gotten out of their dock so far?
About 15.
All right. So, be best. Rona, can you get to the city and try to save who you can? Get them out somewhere safe. Xerxes, it'd be best to go to the docks, get your ships prepped and out. And then I'll go buy time. You were with Rona, I assume.
Yeah, she's with me.
God, that was like so quiet for so long. It was just like 10 seconds of like no one, just like it was. Anyways, it messed me up.
We're all stressed.
Yeah.
High
High stress right now.
Seriously,
Okay.
you know the docks, you know these ships. You can get them out faster. You can help them out. I can go
Okay.
slow them down. No one else can keep up with me. So anyone else going with me is a risk. The rest of you can save who you can in the city. Someone needs to get them out. Someone needs to keep them working. And then in the case any of them ships land and start moving to the city, you're gonna have to work on the defense against them.
Sounds like a plan. Just watch out for Ella. I know she was after all of us. If she attacks any of you, just let everyone know.
Right. So if anyone gets any dire situations, you know how to contact the rest. We'll do what we can to help. Does anyone has any better plans?
Hector, how fast can you fly?
Icaros flies 90 feet.
Well, yes.
How fast is it? 50. So you need to get on back.
Yeah. Can I hold on to you like
80,
a backpack
sorry.
again?
The Icaros can fit too. They're light.
Great. We're
Going to
heading
be
toward
dangerous
the
though.
ships, correct?
Yeah.
We need to be 150 feet.
No.
All right. I'll get you there.
Thank you. Don't dump me. It's very quick. Just don't dump me. I can't swim.
Uh-oh.
Or I can, but... Well, I look like a drowned rat, and I'd like to not do that right now.
I did my makeup this
Right.
morning.
Understood.
Thank you.
I'll watch over you.
Right. About 5 more ships have left the port. You see more ships beginning to turn to their side on the fleet on the horizon. On this next volley, more will be present.
Great.
So, Hector and Eclipse on Icaros heading towards the fleet. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Straight up and
Rona.
then out. So I'm above the arc.
Okay. Rona.
I'm gonna kind of like look and try to see what Xerxes is doing, but her goal is to try to protect as many as she can. So she'll like run in towards danger, I suppose.
Okay. Xerxes, what is it that you're doing?
Before I go help the ships, I'm actually going to... I can't remember how it works. I want to take the Triton and try and contact Jaro. And that includes even if I need to cut my hand or something and get blood in the water. But I'm basically calling him for help to see if he can help us with this.
Okay. So you're heading to the water.
Yeah, heading to the water.
Okay, you head to the water. Are there any other means that you want to contact Jaro first?
I can't remember how I did it last time, but
You
Um,
have a cleric with you who could contact them.
That's true.
That's true. Rona, can you get a message out to Jaro? Quest aid, maybe?
I think so. Yeah, civic is
Third.
third level. Yes.
Alright. He'd be perfect for this. Just tell him we need his help. And that we're being attacked. He should know Khal-Esh and know their navy, so just tell him Khal-Esh is the good guys.
You're
Everyone else is
talking, Cersei, you're talking too much. And she's gonna like run in the direction of town, I guess.
Okay.
And as she's doing that, she's gonna cast Sending to Jaro.
Okay.
And she's Khal-Esh under attack. Cersei needs you. And anyone else you've got.
Quickly.
As fast as possible.
Frighteningly possible.
As fast as possible is this one. Khal-Esh, the good guys. Help. Help. I have 5 more, I guess, if I need it.
You get a message back.
Yeah.
Understood. That's it.
In the bracelet. He's coming.
Cersei. What are you doing now?
He's gonna respond and just say, good. We're gonna need everything. He's also going to message in the bracelet.
Another
Is there
volley.
any...
Before
Another
you
volley.
get that out, another volley of cannonballs are coming towards the city. This time, a lot more accurate. Hector,
Volleyball.
this happens as you are flying up with Eclipse. I need a dex saving throw from Icarus.
Got it.
Would I have had time to do an instantaneous spell?
This is meant to kind of happen simultaneously as what
19.
Cersei and Rona are doing. That's good. What Cersei and Rona are doing and what you and Hector are doing. They're flying up as they begin to run away, or as Rona began to run away. So this would happen right here. 19 is good. As you are flying up, Eclipse, you hold on. As
Like a burr.
as you both are essentially going vertical above the city right now, as
Claws
Icarus
are
takes off.
in the armor.
You hear the as nearly 100 of them come hurling towards you all. Rona,
Delicious.
deck save. Cersei,
Oh dear. Okay.
Don't forget you have advantage.
Okay.
As you are taking off, Hector, you see them begin to approach. Icarus begins to flap harder and harder and harder to accelerate. And essentially, you are able to get just above kind of the arc of them all before they would have hit you. Rona, what'd you get?
20.
20. You are running. You stop as you hear the cannons fired. As you turn, you can't see them until they're pretty close. You immediately run the opposite way that you were running, and one destroys the road where you would have been a moment before. Cersei, what did you get?
Don't you dare get hit.
A 5.
Get hit.
All right, Cersei, you are you run forward to the water, face the ships, and as this volley is released, one cannonball lands about 50 feet or so in front of you in the water. The water splashes up, and then you see from the droplets another cannonball hurl through it, right at you.
Oh, no, stop it.
Sniped.
By a
Cersei, you
cannon.
take 51 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, what?
Oh my lord.
As
Are you
this,
still up?
as this cannonball
we're good.
doesn't even directly hit you, but more kind of nicks the armor. You are thrusted into the ground at a high speed, and an imprint of you has been made in the sand.
As a note,
Yeah.
I am riding Abe, but I do not have like mounted combatant
Okay.
or anything. But
That
yeah,
hurt.
that's the second volley. So we'll go back to the top. Hector, you kind of reach the height that you wanted to be, and you begin to head for the ships. They're still a little bit out, but you are on your way. Eclipse, is there anything you want to do while you are approaching?
I am praying right now. And I am like visually looking and counting down the feet to the front line of them.
Okay.
As this
Quick.
is happening, about how wide do they span?
Oh, each ship is probably about 100 in between, 100 feet or so. They're
In-
close, but not super close.
So there's 100 in between each ship. Okay.
But
Feels
these are
about right
full
for both.
ships. This is a big fleet.
This is a galleon.
Yeah, yeah, they're all pretty much galleons.
Okay.
But
I look at Hector and I go, I can take down one ship
That's a start.
with what I'm
I'm gonna
currently planning.
they're saying Celestial, quick. There's Icarus, do an aerial roll. I was like, "Boosh."
And I understand.
Barrel roll.
all right,
And she's screaming back in
you're
celestial.
just holding on.
Meow!
The G
Rona.
is alone.
I'm looking for people. I'm looking for people.
Oh,
in
people
the...
are everywhere. People are scattered and running.
Okay, I'm looking for like the people that need help, like
The not running ones.
the elderly, the young, the invalid, like anybody. In any case, I'm trying to be helpful.
The people
so,
that look wrong.
A little bit of a flashback comes back to you.
oh boy, here we go.
Here we
The
Okay.
war where you served as a medic on the front lines, just behind them as well. A similar scene is unfolding before you. You've seen what cannon fire can do. It's a mess. You haven't seen any injuries or deaths so far, but you can only imagine that they have to be present somewhere. What you do see is a lot of screaming people, men, women, elders, children, running frantically away from the ocean, abandoning the city. And you see a lot of troops heading to the ports. As you are riding through, it's almost like a current, one stream, but going both ways. Civilians terrorized running opposite, and soldiers brave running forward. And you're kind of in the middle. There are so many people that you think you could help right now. Is there a group that you want to narrow it down to?
Yeah, I'm looking
Of
for
everyone
kids.
that you see.
I'm looking for kids.
Okay.
I imagine that Rona like slows. Like, Abe is probably doing what he does, right? But Rona just kind of like, she zones for a second and then she's looking for the most vulnerable, which in her brain are children.
Okay. You ride on Abe as best you can through the crowded street. You do hear these screams and cries of children. And you try to hone in on one at a time. You find one screaming and alone, unsure where mom is, where dad is, looking around panicked, just standing just outside of an alleyway. What do you do?
I'm gonna direct Abe right towards this child.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to pick them up and put them on Abe. And then direct Abe in such a way to where, like, if cannon fire were to happen and it struck this spot, it would hit Rona first.
Okay. You make it up to the kid. It seems to be the interim between cannon fire right now.
Don't look at me.
What do you do? You're up there. You grabbing them?
Yeah. I'm not asking permission. I'm just
Okay.
putting them on Abe.
I ain't asking. You getting snatched.
You reach down. You pick him up. He just naturally holds on to you, but still screaming right in your ear and
That's fine.
looking around. Do you say anything?
Did you see where your parents went?
He's hysterical. He's not.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, nope, not worth time.
Yeah.
We're going out.
Okay, heading out of the city.
Yeah,
All right, we're heading, west.
have
like
this stretch
deeper, further away from cannon fire. Yeah.
All right.
right on the
Cerseus, you are able to get back up after this wallop that
Have
you
fun.
just took. What do you do now?
Cersei's just gonna look around like, I can't help. They're already ready. And he's gonna fly low to the ground, low to the water, and use the sky self to turn kind of bluish to camouflage himself with the water.
Okay.
And he is flying to any ship that has not turned the fire cannons yet.
Okay. To do that, you will have to fly past a couple.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
why I disguised self.
Okay. You're on the way, Eclipse.
Okay.
What is the time frame between us having left the ground to hitting the first row of ships?
Essentially, they're gonna have a couple chances to fire.
How many minutes would you say?
I'd say less than 1 minute.
Yeah, like I said.
I know.
No way.
If it
I
helps.
know.
Icarus
Great
dashing
spell,
goes
but
160
no way.
feet.
Yeah, I figured that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
But we're gonna cut back over to Eldon, who just decapitated a second Slod in his family home.
Now it's time for the third.
You look over to Bessie.
I know. I'm like,
She quickly gets up. Akarian, fine. Bessie, now that she's standing, clawed on her right, or her left arm. That was the harm that she was holding Akarian in. You see him completely unfazed. He's fine.
Mother's
At
love.
some point, she swapped arms and shielded, but in that swing broke the crossbow that she had. She just looks pissed. She's not as
Excellent.
frightened as she was when her child's life wasn't in danger. But now that
does she seem mad at me?
no, doesn't seem mad at you. She,
Important question. I brought it here.
She stands up, walks over to one of your father's decorative swords, pulls it off the wall, and stabs the body of the Slod. Pissed off. She kicks it, pulls the sword back out. Good work.
I'll walk over to Bessie, and I'll tilt her chin back a little bit, and I'll feed her a potion.
She take that. You watch as the cut skin begins to just heal back ever so slightly, until how many points?
28 points.
Okay, it will fully close. She's okay.
And then
She
I'll give
looks
her a
at
kiss.
Hikarian, looks to you. They're safe. What do you do now?
Through the bracelet after that moment, I'll go. They've sent the slots. They can shapeshift and look like normal people. So make sure you're killing them on the spot before they can turn. And they can regenerate too. Can I, after that, get a quick look around the ground, see if there's any other spies? Because there's, 3 of them here, so.
Was it 3 or 4? I thought it was 4. You killed 2,
I
and then
killed
one of them
1,
turned
2,
into.
3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just
That
looking
was
at-
the second one.
That was the second slot.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the
Okay.
third dude.
I gotcha.
But quick look around the house on the grounds, just kind of open up the senses.
Perception check.
15.
Seems fine.
Okay.
All clear.
I'll pop a potion myself.
Okay.
'cause golly. He hurt. Okay. Gain back 29 hit points.
29 hit
Nice,
points.
nice,
Very
nice,
nice.
I mean these potions.
Okay.
There's an addiction thing for the potions. So I'm in trouble.
There needs to be an addiction to
Where are you going? What are you doing?
First thing Eldon would do is basically usher Bessie and Akarian out of the house, as he doesn't know how compromised it is. Just keeping that eye out, basically running them to the closest carriage with maybe Sebastian if he's still up and alive. But just looking for any family guard, any servants that could help.
Okay. You shout in the house. No one answers immediately. You run out and begin to look around the house on the grounds. You walk around to the archery side, the archery range of your father's, and you hear a scream coming from the city.
No. 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 No.
We're under attack. You know what would be
No.
cool? Healing potion tolerant. Like, build up
Yeah.
a tolerance to healing potions, so they're just like less and less effective.
Hey,
Ooh,
shut
that-
up! Don't bring
No,
it
no,
up.
no, no.
That's a really good realistic game feature.
Hush.
We might include.
You
it.
Jesus.
You quit being so mad.
Okay.
You're
And
not
I
the
don't
one.
like
Anyways.
I'm very upset.
But once I know Bessie and Akarian are set, I will just fly through the city,
Okay.
just trying to figure out what's going on.
You kind of. Bessie gives you a knowing nod. She's got this. She has a sword in her hand. now.
I'll leave her another potion just in
okay.
case. This is a greater healing.
All right, she has that. Mark that off your list. You head out into the city.
Yep.
And as you run outside of your father's grounds, that one scream turns into many. Turns into shouts. And as you make it up to where the populace is at, Kaen-Umbra troops have invaded Kaen-Umbra.
No.
Okay.
How big is that army? Holy
Yeah.
gee.
Can I do? Is there a rough estimate that I can just
Kaen-Umbra.
see looking out?
As you make it out onto the streets, it's like a wall of them are walking down the main road.
Oh.
Okay.
A couple of city guard, as there aren't, they don't keep their militia just walking around town as much. But the guard, they are there and they approach and run up to these invaders. But they are cut down pretty swiftly.
Okay.
On the squad that you see, there are 50 soldiers.
Okay.
do you do?
Hector, Umbra drowns. Just the whole thing. Just Umbra drowns.
50 soldiers ahead. How far away?
I'm
from
kind
here are
of in that boat. Yeah, just knock
150
him out.
feet.
they?
You see the scene happening. You come out to your left. You kind of look down as the Kaen-Umbra's a little hilly, so you can see stuff, and there's a little valley. But a decent bit away, you see a swarm of troops. They're keeping some type of style of a line, and as you see any guard approach, one soldier might step out, cut him down, and then step back in line, shield in front. They are walking essentially.
Is it like a turtle shell defense? that they're
Yeah,
walking?
yeah, pretty much. And they're making their way. You know where they're headed. They're heading towards the castle.
Okay.
You have enough experience. This is not the only unit here.
Okay.
This is one of you don't know how many.
Okay. With the swiftness of the wind, Eldon is going to basically fly towards Castle Islegard,
Okay.
and he's going to radio back through the bracelet. Umbra has invaded Islegard.
All right.
Nowhere is safe.
And we will cut back. Hector, Eclipse, you're making your way towards the ships. Another volley. Hector, you specifically said earlier you wanted to be high enough to avoid their arc.
Yeah, just because I know they're going to be at certain.
Yeah,
They get a certain.
you-
height, so
you
just
are.
keep above.
You are
I've
high
got
enough.
like one hand on Icarus's
hide.
Yeah.
And I'm just constantly pounding resistance in.
You
Because
are,
it's a cantrip.
You are so high up that you're close to the clouds.
Does not matter.
But
She is terrified of the water.
you look down and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Another cleric with wisdom saving throws?
I didn't have
Oh,
to
you get
roll
plus
last
6,
time.
by the
Yeah,
way.
do it for your
I can
You do
puke
get plus
over
6 because
the side of him, right?
So add 6 to whatever you roll.
Is it 2 ones?
No, that's a natural one. And it is a 1.
Which is
is a
an
2.
automatic fail
Yeah.
on saving throws. So, Hector, your inspiring presence does nothing to the to the poor Eclipse, who has a dreadful fear of heights. Eclipse, if you had plans to make any do anything on this turn, you do not. You instead just cling to Hector, afraid of the heights and falling into this water.
Okay, so I can't speak either.
You can speak. You can speak. Just no actions essentially.
Okay. Flagship, 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 flagship. And I'm just repeating it.
Okay.
And I'm hoping he understands.
Hector, you make it probably about a third of the way closer to the ships. Another volley goes off. You 2, 3 really are unaffected. Rona,
Would I be able
you hear
to?
it? Oh, go ahead, Hector.
I was thinking, would I be able to do that? Because I have enough military understanding. I feel like I'd be able to pick out if there's a capital ship.
You look. Actually, go ahead and roll me a perception check at disadvantage.
Man,
These drawings.
I got a 19.
A 19.
Oh.
Very nice. You look forward. It doesn't look like in the front kind of row of them that there are any flagships, any commander ship. But as you kind of look out, you see that the majority of them have kind of they came up, and a lot of them have turned. The ones behind them are starting to encircle now to fan out their source, their
Destruction.
yeah, they're fanning out a bit more to be able to get cannon fire off. It seems that Abreil's complete and total destruction is what they're aiming for here. However, you hear, I'll get that in a second. On this first run, I'll let you do it on the next turn, but you do not see a flagship, capital ship, commanding ship, anything like that.
All right.
Next up, Rona. You hear it. Dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
You can.
don't get hit like I did.
No, you can bless
Do it for the
yourself.
kid, Cassie. Cassie, do it for the
Part of
kid.
the YouTube video where I might click not safe for kids.
Yeah.
You're funny. You're funny.
Mature audience and those not attached to the characters.
22.
22. You are galloping through the streets on Abe. You hear it. You turn your head swiftly, and you see about 3 coming down towards where you're at, or in a general vicinity. You quickly dart into an alley.
Do I see any like children?
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
Ah!
Don't do this to
There is
us.
panic in the streets. This is not good. As you dart in,
Cannot save.
quickly you
them all.
reach out with your other hand,
I know.
grab one more. Just running child in the streets. You pull him off, throw him into the alley. And this cannon, the one heading closest to you, kind of hits the building to your left. Does not hit the street, but the building that's nearest to your left now, you can hear inside it just caved in on itself.
It was a children's hospital.
It was the orphanage.
It better not have been both of you.
Is that orphanage you sponsored?
They're
Oh,
safe,
yeah.
but right now you're realizing there is no saving much right now. And it's not long before you hear a familiar voice. Ashanga.
Oh.
Coming down one road leads up to the castle with a small fleet of soldiers. As they approach the frantic mess that is the traffic in these in the city right now, they have to try to like just not in a single file manner get past this crowd. Their 10 or so wide unit of troops is now filing down, but they are heading towards the docks. So there's a lot of panic right now. It looks like if there was anything to help reduce the panic, that would help.
Oh.
While you think of that,
Oh, no,
Cerseus,
I don't have to think of it.
I need
it's
a.
right here.
Okay, go ahead, Rona.
I just need to know what level it's at. Oh, do I not have it prepared? Calm emotions. I don't have it prepared. Yeah.
Do you say anything?
Yeah. Rona will like. She'll take a deep breath, and she'll turn back to the streets, and she will notice like soldiers are trying to file through, and she'll just shout like, "Clear the streets!" and hope that that's enough.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion at disadvantage.
Persuasion.
At super
I mean,
disadvantage.
she did grab 2 kids from getting trampled.
Yeah, she
So,
did.
like,
Yeah, those 2
you know.
kids may be normal.
No one's paying attention. They are focused on themselves right now.
Chuck the kids.
Yeah.
I agree.
Pay attention to me.
What do you say?
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
uh,
that's nice.
25 at disadvantage.
For some reason, a good bit of people, through all the yelling, all the commotion, heard your voice. More room is made,
It was a
and the troops begin to flow a little bit better. Not perfect, but a little bit better. Ashanga looks to you. Do you have fight left in you?
I have heal.
What kind of question is that?
You're too important to be up here. We need you down there.
Lead the way.
The look in his eyes isn't as much as a commanding as it is a plea.
Come on. I'm gonna like drop the children off where I'm at and just like look at them like, you need to run as fast as you can that direction.
Is the broom attached to you, Abe? Or you have it? Okay.
She's got it.
He will approach you. Ashanga will.
Uh-huh.
The kids dart.
Yeah.
You're pretty much at the edge where the at the edge range of the cannonballs right now.
Uh-huh.
But Ashanga approaches you, and without asking, hops up on the back of Abe.
Yeah. Totally good.
Go.
Yeah, we take off towards the bay.
Okay. Cerseus. As you have taken off, you hear a voice behind you. You turn, and you see flying behind you, Kato.
Oh.
Oh,
What?
Who?
How's he flying?
Kato.
he's a wizard. Or
Oh.
sorcerer, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I
Your
was
guy's like, what? He's a
he
monk.
just
No,
sprouted
I'm just
wings.
asking.
He's just flying, kind of gaining on you, keeping up with you. He shouts out to you, Cerseus! I'm sorry. I didn't know this many. This was something a long time ago. I didn't know.
Feels a little bit of a stab inside.
Barham's just holding on.
Kato, this is no time to chat. Stop these ships. Save your
Dex
people.
Saving.
There's no
throws.
time to be sorry. Do what?
Dex saving throw.
12. I rolled it because I heard you kind of saying it earlier.
Oh, you are flying
Yeah.
as you're shouting back to Kato. A cannonball nicks you.
Ah,
You take
Water doesn't bother.
27 points of bludgeoning damage.
all right.
Well, you didn't specify going out of the volley range.
You are blasted back. Kato grabs you
Oh.
This is for
as you kind of half run into him. But he does grab you. His flight will maintain and help get you to where you don't hit the water. But
Okay.
you're back up. You're flying. You're fine. And he
Oh,
continues.
I'm not fine. Just letting you know, I'm not fine.
But he continues towards the ships and he says, "That's what I want to do." And he will fly as well.
Okay.
Eldon, you're making your way to the city, to the center of the city, the castle, Vile Guard. You're flying. Roll me a perception check.
26.
30 units. Just from this side of the city you can see. Roll me one more.
It's a 1. So 8 total.
8. You continue on to Isleguard. Takes you a little bit to get there. But this is a sight that you're witnessing right now. Umbra's colors are purple, primarily. You look down, you see a lot of violet.
This is not purple.
Hector. Hector, you and Eclipse are really close. As of right now, you're probably about 500 feet away. Now, just so you know, the turns I've been doing haven't been like exactly how much movement. It's really a couple turns.
Yeah.
But as you are speeding towards them, what do? This is the turn where you will be able to get up to them and begin to actually do something.
Can I like peep?
Yes, you could beep.
Okay. Do I see any sort of like middle convergence where like one ship is just at that like moderately pivotal point?
Oh,
In
like
the
as
front?
it's trying to turn, or
No. So like you have, I'm assuming just a straight forward, right?
yeah.
Like, so is there one ship that's like like anywhere toward the middle that's a little more forward than the rest, kind of leading it?
Oh, yeah, there would have been one that kind of, like one or two might be sticking out a little bit farther, but it didn't look like one ship was leading them.
Okay.
It looked more like a unit was moving forward.
Okay.
But that does remind me though, Hector,
Hello.
perception check, not disadvantage. You, since you're close enough, and still roll me a wisdom saving throw. You're starting to descend now.
That's where you feel the G's.
Natural 20.
Hey, let's go, let's go, let's
Perception
go.
check.
It's not water. It's like,
Do I get the +6 for that?
Yes, you do. Oh no, that was for the
Not for
saving
checks,
throw,
it's
sorry.
for saving
Yeah,
throw.
not for checks.
26.
26. Hector, what'd you get?
I got a 13. Exactly half.
Exactly. You are focused on making sure that you are actually out of the range of the next volley.
We're not dying.
And
we're not fine.
Eclipse, you do see
I'm sightseeing.
one flag on the top of center mast of one of these galleon ships.
How close to the front are they? Or are they?
About 3 rows back.
Okay. I point to it and I give him like exact directions.
Okay.
And I say either 150 feet above or we're getting in real close and 150 feet away.
Okay. Hector, she points out a ship with a certain violet flag on top, taller than the rest.
So is the 100-foot distance that you were talking about bow to aft or port to starboard? And like.
Oh. Yeah, so when they kind of pull up, they're all starting to turn.
Okay.
And there is about 100 feet in that gap.
In the gap between each.
Yes.
Holy crap, how big's a ship?
The galleon's usually like a couple 100 feet. It's like 5 stories sometimes.
No. It's these aren't that big. They're about 160 feet long.
Okay.
Still really
What?
big, but not too crazy.
You gotta keep space
Not
for a
actual
boat
Spanish
because they don't
galleon,
turn
correct.
very well.
Yeah, it is pretty long still.
Okay.
You see each of them's got 2 rows of cannons on it. Yeah.
Each of them have 2 rows of cannons?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ouch.
And now that you're close, the amount of destruction that has been caused to the city seems to have been from the ones that have turned, which have only been about 10 or so.
Mommy.
But
Yeah.
where you're at, you do see one that has that different flag on top. If you head that way, you guys will be able to do something this turn. What would you like to do? I'm gonna start with Hector.
I'm imagining with my movement, I'm pretty much can like, how close will I get to the ship this turn for me to do so?
You'll be within 100 feet to the front line.
I get you. I'm just setting the Eclipse's boat that she pointed out to me as my priority. I'm just keeping enough distance to where none of the other boats can like engage with me, and I'm just beelining as much as I can towards it while keeping him safe distance from the other one.
Okay, then in that case, with him using that action, what would have been his action to keep moving forward, you will be able to
150.
said the thing.
I just had to.
You, Eclipse, you're able to do something to the flagship, the capital ship,
Okay.
or the commander ship. Whatever,
I
general.
am casting Firestorm
Okay.
on the flagship.
Firestorm?
Range?
There goes that one.
150 feet.
Okay, that is enough.
And it is 10 cubic feet
Okay.
of pure fire.
So you're able to pretty much engulf the entire
The whole
mid-se-
thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Deck saves for all the people on it.
Oh yeah.
Boat, make a
And
deck
the
save.
boat-
I'm gonna roll a general deck save.
And the boat
Naturally.
catches on fire
Yeah.
20 by the boat.
completely.
As you get Eclipse closer, another cannons are fired. Eclipse, you reach out past Hector. And Hector, you watch this supposed commander ship
We're gonna hope
immediately
so.
engulfed in a storm of flames.
Here comes the sun.
Do-do-do-do.
Cerseus, you are close
Hey,
enough to the
copyright.
front line to begin to do something.
Sweet. All right. He's just gonna yell back at Kato real quick though. Like, we have to stop the ones that haven't turned enough from moving. Either freeze the water below it, or burn the colors. I don't care. And he's going to attempt to. First, he's actually gonna use Cure Wounds on himself, 4th level, because he needs it.
Okay.
Do they all burn to death?
That's only 23
It's
points of
looking like
health. Great. Not much. And yeah, he's gonna start trying to fly to at least a ship that hasn't turned enough yet, and find a weak spot to where, like, if he can freeze on the ship or destroy something on the bottom of the ship without going to the top, he wants to look for that.
Okay. As you head that way, roll me a perception check.
Okay. Man, my roll sucked tonight. 7.
There aren't really any weak spots. on the ships per se. So you will have to come up with
Burn
a
the
plan.
colors.
Yeah. So, however, you will see Kato approach close to the first ship, point his hand out, and cast Disintegrate
Yeah, my boy.
Oof.
at a spot close to where it meets the water. Immediately, the ship will begin to take on water.
And a boy.
And you and Ashanga head back down. The path will clear up here in a minute as the majority of people have ran. As you head down to the docks, you see why Ashanga has you going this way. He's about to put you on a skiff.
Oh, I'm
Skiffity-doo.
going
Run
on
a
about.
skiff.
With him.
I'm on a
Okay.
No, run by
That's
herself.
good.
So,
I'm on a skiff.
Cerseus,
Skiff harder.
when you were growing up, there was a fun hobby that you had. You and your brother would do this a lot, and it was one of Drydell Senior's favorite things to do before he, got not Drydell Senior. So, these small boats have a sail that is enchanted. There are not many of them, and they can't be used on big ships, but on small boats, enough for a handful of people, less than 10, a sail can be enchanted. Essentially, casting a constant gust of wind behind it. And when you were young, Cerseus, it was one of your favorite things to do with your brother, was to take to the water and just sail on a boat that could power itself. Ashanga is taking you to one of these. You will be at the front shortly. And speaking of one of these, Hector,
Hello.
you see something weird in the water.
Oh.
Up.
Is it water people?
It's not water people.
Oh.
No.
You see one of these skiffs,
Oh.
Oh.
piloted by the old King Drydell.
Oh no way.
Oh no.
On the back of it,
Not
you
a boy!
you see a small cannon.
Oh my god.
Cannon!
He's got one hand on the sail and one hand back on the cannon.
And a pipe between his teeth. Just bing.
You see him approach from the back line. He swivels the cannon to his side,
how he dies?
yanks out
Yes.
yanks a cord as you watch. Just a scattered shot.
Oh, it's grape shot.
The grape shot, yeah, attacks the sails of a ship in the back, and you watch it just start to crumble.
What? What?
As he rotates the cannon back to himself, you see him reach down, grab a few more, put them in the end, and begin to prime up for another shot. Drydell's here.
Tokyo drifting. Just goose.
That's amazing.
Eldon,
I can't believe it.
you make it to the castle of Islegard. You land, and in the front of the castle, you see a force has gathered to defend their king. As you land, a lot of them turn to you hostile before seeing who you are. And you hear, "Stand down!" from coming from behind you now. The Kaen himself. Alongside your father. What the fuck is going on?
Minimum 30 units of 50 soldiers of Kaen-Umbra have invaded this city. At least that side alone. I'll point towards the side that I just flew from. Unknown whereabouts of rest of units, sir. You see Eldon will just resort to old school stuff in his hundreds. Early hundreds.
Can't hold them off. Sent half my units to the north.
Knowing the layout of the city, is there a funnel that we can make to get to the castle?
You're at the castle. Oh,
Yeah, like a funnel.
the
to make
castle's
them
kind
one
of
way.
in the center of the city. It's kind of based on a hill.
How high is the hill, though?
It's not crazy high. But you could. There are only 3 entrances into the castle area, so you could defend those. But you see, he's more concerned about the city, which is already being ravaged. He takes a deep breath. Ah! I need you to get Hector. The rest of you, group the hoplites. I need to stand down. We can't win. Which means you need to get out of here. Head into the chambers. Find the teleportation circle. Get out. I'm going to surrender.
Can I walk like right up to Isleguard and just smack him across the face? Where's the confidence of the man who led the armies of this nation, damn it? You're going to surrender belly up like a guppy? No, we will get the people of the city out through that circle and we will hold this line. And I'll start turning to the other soldiers. Is this what we are? Cowards? No, we will fight and die for our city before our women, children, and parents will suffer. Who's with me? And I'll shut the moonblade into the air and I'll make it go as bright as I can.
Your father comes up, puts his hand on your shoulder. They're not all hoplites. Held on.
I don't need confidence. I need the ability to follow orders. I don't need people saving the world. I need people defending their home. And that is the greatest inspiration I have found thus far in my journey.
That's good for you. I can hear the screams of my people now. If we keep fighting, Eldon, we lose. We do not have enough people. Maybe to defend this one spot, sure. But what do you want to do? Go out there and fight all of the units? You said there was at least 30 that you saw coming here, yes?
Yes. I'm not saying fight the whole city. We defend this point and get the city out.
If I defend here, there is no getting the city out. We're at the center. They're closing around us. How am I supposed to get my people out?
Through the circle. I'll be the last out. Trust me. I've got this.
He pauses. Umbra has reached out to me. This is not the final stand. But my people are dying. I need you to go so you can command my troops back here. I'm going to stick to my word. Hector can use them. But after that, I need his help. He looks to your father. I'm going to surrender to Umbra. To save my people. No one needs to die today. No one else, at least. He takes a breath. The soldiers here in this courtyard looking back for what to do. Lay him down. To save your people, lay him down. A couple of them drop their weapons pretty quick. A few of them stare back at him. Kind of taken aback. But eventually, they all will. And shortly before they all finally lay their weapons down, you hear a massive bang on the castle door, or at least the door to the wall leading to the castle grounds. Umbra's here. Eldon, please. Half of my army is heading to the north. I surrender now, they don't kill us. They'll fight again when they come back. I have to think of my people. Do you understand?
Yeah.
He pauses again. Tell him I surrender. Seems he was responding to a message. He shouts out to the men in the courtyard. Open the gate. A couple of them will go up. Eldon, go now. What do you do?
I'll look at my dad and go, just keep him safe for me. And then I will cut through the troops just towards the castle, towards the teleportation circle.
You head in. Where do you want to teleport to?
Hmm.
What I
There's
do
one
with the
city
group
that's
went.
kind of
Yeah.
right now.
Because we were talking to you.
Yeah.
Uh,
You know where they're at.
Yep.
A lot of Kaen-Umbrans in Algar, a lot of Kaen-Umbrans in Khal-Esh. I wonder where there's not a whole lot of Kaen-Umbrans right now.
Oh. They'll never suspect this.
Saying that'd be a twist, wouldn't it?
Alex is like, "Shit."
What do you do?
Don't do it. Don't follow my horrible advice.
What do you do?
I'm going to Abreil.
Okay. Wizard you meet there, you will be teleported to Abreil. Meanwhile, Hector, after this firestorm is tearing apart the commanding ship,
I almost went to Kaen-Umbra.
what do you do?
You have another one of those? Worked pretty well.
I have one. I have one of these. Maybe we just
Got another?
find the people in charge of the ships and kind of snipe them. I have
Why
a
don't we
few
just take the other ships and push
distant
it in the
spells
fire?
that would work, but unfortunately they're quite low level. With the damage dealing, I could drop in and take some out. But I would like to be picked up immediately afterwards.
Don't need to drop off. What's the closest boat?
Not the commanding ship.
Let's not do this one.
Yeah, drop her into the
No,
fire.
not yeah,
They-
not the
they-
one that's not currently burning.
You know, they all look. I mean, they're all close enough. Like you can just point out to one and.
I'll just blow on it really, really hard so the embers catch the other ship on fire. Ooh! I want a torch. Hector, I want a torch.
I don't think I have one. I
I
cannot
know
have
where
light
some
spells.
are available.
I don't have the torch, man. I'm old. Use the
All
one
right,
last
so
game.
I'm gonna steer Icaros. I'm gonna dig in my heels and I'm gonna dive him the closest ship. That's not on fire. The closest like next healthy ship.
Can we snag something that is on fire from the ship that's on fire?
Yeah, sure. I guess so. I guess I'll head towards the burning
Oops,
ship.
my
then.
hand slipped onto the sail. My bad.
Okay. So, what are we doing?
So you want to grab something from the burning ship
Yeah.
to burn the other one?
Let's do that.
So Hector, you fly
Right.
you fly Icarus down closer to the burning ship. The screams have seemed to stop.
I just smile.
The ship at this
no, I-
point,
You
the
see fangs.
mast is
Chaotic neutral.
collapsing. Hector is able to swerve out of the way of that as it hits into the water. A lot of steam kind of flies up. Smells great.
Ah, good sauna.
You are able to get close enough, and what are you trying to grab?
Anything that is on fire that has a long end that's not on fire.
Roll me a survival check.
I will take a dead body if I have
Roll
to.
me a survival check.
Imagine you grab a dude by the belt loop who's still alive. He's like, oh, oh,
Hey!
oh, and you just throw him onto another one. Just poof.
22.
Best you can muster up is you take out your scimitar. Hector flies down close enough. You stab the scimitar into a burning plank of wood. Yeah, you've got
Somebody gave me fire!
it. Hector, you
What do you
take
have?
up off and head towards another ship. We'll pick up in that in a minute. Rona,
I'm like,
you
pulling it
and
off.
Ashanga are now boarding the small skiff with 8 other Khal-Esh troops. Cerseus, your move.
All right. As he sees that fire is apparently working, as there's like a giant ball of fire, he's gonna kind of fly up a little bit towards the back of the boat and try and shoot a firebolt through the colors.
Okay. Okay. So you fly up. Firebolt or fireball?
Firebolt, because I don't have spell slots.
We
Effective.
finally made it. Okay. You fly up. You shoot. Roll to hit.
That's a 25.
Yeah. Easy. Your firebolt catches the main sail on fire, and it will begin to spread.
Okay.
Next up, Eldon,
Kato.
you are now in. Oh yeah, I guess Kato is here. Yeah, he's going to. He was flying low to the water, cast disintegrate on his ship. As it began to sink forward, he will arc up and cast fireball on the center of the ship by its side. 2 ships now dealt with on the front
Sweet.
side.
2-0. Gotta catch up.
And just for
3
fun,
of
each ship has
107.
60 people on it. So,
Okay. Food for Jaro.
Hector. Actually, sorry,
No.
Eldon.
Oh.
You're at the port. As you teleport to Abreil,
An active war zone.
Yeah.
you think to yourself, there's a little bit of confliction that comes over you. It does kind of hurt to see the state of Isleguard. But you understand. You have people that you care for deeply. Do you want to continue out and fight in Abreil? Or is there anything else you would like to do? And I say this mainly because of the face of,
Yeah.
Salt on the player.
Oh no, I don't think it's. Well, I am sweating, but.
you rolled to make yourself choose something.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, you want to have plans.
But I want what Eldon wants. What does Eldon want to do?
Oh no.
I got 81 hit points. I got 81 hit points. Is there a wizard in this circle still with me?
There's
Abreil?
one. There seems to be like a lower, not super high level wizard, we'll say. Hi.
Hello. Do not fear. The hoplites are here.
Oh.
Send me to Kaen-Umbra.
Why?
No, I'm just fucking with you, kid. And then I'll pat him on the shoulder. Make sure you get somewhere safe. And then I'm just gonna. Is there like a window in this tower?
It's not a tower. You're kind of under the castle right now.
Ooh, that's good to know.
So
I'm just gonna start walking up the stairs. Just Eldon's kind of really gritting his teeth right now.
okay.
And the fire's kind of like sparking off his armor.
All right.
And he's just walking up the stairs, just heading towards the sea, being like, Isleguard's fallen. And he'll just let everyone know through the bracelet.
Okay. As you head up, I'm gonna start with you now. The unnamed Blackguard has boarded
Oh?
the skiff with you.
Oh, ask him his name.
The unnamed Blackguard, Billy.
Ask him. Bear him.
He hops on with
What's
his,
your name?
spear
Unnamed.
and shield in hand.
What's your name? I have none.
Kind of want to see how long we can go with
Just
unnamed.
gives a nod to you. Mashanga says, "Are you ready?" He reaches up, unfurls the sail. Deck save.
Full.
Okay. Natural
Series
20
history.
or 23.
It takes off immediately. You grab onto the sail and you start to realize there's little handles along the edge of this vessel. This is a fast one. And you take off, like kind of almost like a what do you call them? A jet ski. Just
What brand
sailing
is this?
through.
It's the Yamiha.
Yeah, yeehaw.
Yayi.
Maya.
But you take off over the waves towards the fleet of ships. Hector, Eclipse, you have fire.
Yes, I do.
Hector, what do you do?
Fire! I am just the machination for this weapon of destruction as I sail towards the next healthy ship.
The ship is going to see just a vision of this griffin kind of turn on its side and fly behind the sail against the sun, and you'll see the shadow of it through the sail as it begins to just ignite and flame across as you hold out. As you pull out around the side, what do you do?
I am going to take aim at whoever is controlling the ship. Unless one of the gun masters is on top deck.
Oh no, they're all below deck.
They're all below deck?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to aim at the one steering the ship.
Okay, you look for captain.
Yes, and I am going to cast Do Not. Ow.
The cast do not. What's that spell?
Do not ow.
Oh, is that command? Just don't.
Am I within 60 of him?
Yeah.
Okay. Ray of Sickness. He's got to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
That'll make it hard to steer.
He fails. So he is now poisoned
Okay.
until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And he is going to take 2d8 of poison damage. And because he failed it, he's poisoned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Words escaped me. Roll well for me, my pretties. Nine.
Okay. He takes 9 poison damage. Is poisoned. He just at this moment he feels it, and you see him kind of stagger. But his main focus is just watching what's going on right now.
On to the next one.
Realizing the horror. Hold on. You run out into the city street. A lot of the panic is gone, but a lot of destruction is present. What do you do? Where are you heading?
Can I see like anybody in the party from where I'm standing?
In the party? No.
Heard. Hey guys, just got to Abreil. Algard's fallen. Where you guys at? Just got here. How can I help? I'll just start just flying up into the sky.
Okay.
Somebody give me fire!
You take up into the sky. Rona. Your entire turn is spent just doing this, like constantly.
The
As you are
Yamami
just like
haha.
hitting every
One of
wave.
those speedboats.
Yeah. Just you do make it within 500 feet from the front line. If there is anything you want to do at this junction.
Not within 500 feet. I
Okay.
have nothing.
Do something cool, Rona.
I can't do anything cool.
It's a
Not
lie.
within 500
Everything you
feet.
do is
Cerseus,
cool.
the
I don't have guidance.
what do you want to do next?
He's just gonna keep moving to the next ship, I guess.
Okay.
Continue on. Firebolt.
Just keep on. So yeah, that's right. You're on spell slots. Just keep on fire bolting away. As you are flying up in the sky, the crew is starting to catch on to what is going on. The crews, I should say.
Skip this one, on to the next.
They weren't
They'll never
expecting
expect that.
an
We weren't
assault
expecting special
this
forces.
fast. Still a little bit before ships from Abreil get out to these guys, but now they're going to begin attacking you. Cerseus,
Mm-hmm.
dex saving throw.
Great. I've been terrible at rolls tonight, and it's actually pretty good. 21.
21. Okay. What's your AC?
18.
18.
Wait, what's your AC real quick? That's a dangerous question.
8.
Okay. A handful of people on deck of the nearest ship to you begin to fire at you. They are shooting bow and arrow and aiming straight for you. First attack is a 15. Second attack is a 15. An 8. Another 8. An 18, which will hit.
Dang it.
12 points, piercing damage. As
Ow!
one arrow hits its mark in your leg.
Ow!
You have set this ship on fire. Kato will come up beside you, and sure, why not? Fireball the people that just shot arrows at you. After that, Hector, you move on to the next ship, Eclipse. This plank is about one more ship, and then it's burnt out.
Do I have any of the sail from the last ship on it?
Just
I'm
carry a little bit from
fire-hopping.
pieces.
Oh, that one's used up. Next time.
You light up this next one. I'll let you roll a survival check to try to chop off a good chunk of sail to carry with you. Your survival check?
19.
19. Hector, as you go up to this next sail, same thing. You fly for her to, for Eclipse to ignite this, and with a 19, as he's starting to sail away, you kind of reach over, and with the part of your blade that is not embedded in a piece of wood, you cut off a little bit of sail, and it kind of wraps itself around that plank. So now you kind of have a torch.
We should land on the next one. I need to refuel.
As you head over to the next ship, you're close.
How close?
You're within 100 feet.
Within 100 feet. The only thing I got is guiding bolt. That would be any semblance of helpful. And that's for one dude.
Actually, the Shanga will... As you are approaching the ship, Shanga says to you, I have a plan.
Oh no.
If he rolls a natural 20, he can cut the head off the ship.
Dude, tell him.
Yeah.
You and I, we're going to commandeer a vessel.
We're gonna what?
We have help. He looks to the Khal-Esh troops, and the only one of them that looks confident is the Blackguard.
Who has like 40 HP? Do you have anything else in our favor?
That's all I got.
But you're confident we can commandeer a whole vessel.
I'm confident that we need to. Once we take it, we have enough to fire cannons back.
Okay, I like this. Whatever.
He reaches down, pulls up a rope, hands it to you.
What?
Time to board.
You want me to throw this?
Gonna sail us up to the front. Yeah.
Me.
Just loop it over, we'll climb up.
Right. Super simple.
He sails it up to a ship. Cannons fire once more and go right over all of your heads. He pivots, turns to the front. Roll a acrobatics check.
Oh, okay. Is that
I love
not
you.
good?
No, of course it's not good.
I don't know. Rona could be like amazing. at
No,
acrobatics.
Rona's not good at anything other than casting spells. Acrobatics, you said? I don't know which dice that was. I'm stressed out. 20!
I'm sorry. What was that?
20 will do it.
I don't know what's happening.
So, as you sail to the front, you throw the rope up, and it loops around that front extension that connects to the mast. As it falls back down,
Damn, girl, you got an
Two.
arm.
2 ropes visible, well, the same one, but twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Shanga grabs the other side.
Rona's holding on to her half, and she like looks over at Ashanga and be like, "Only by the grace of Shantea," and she's gonna like yank.
As you yank, the Blackguard will come up behind you and grab and pull as well. Roll me a strength check.
A strength
Do you have
check?
Abe?
You got this.
No, Abe's on the boat.
No,
sure.
Abe would have had to be left behind.
Arr.
Strength.
Let's go.
plus
Let's go. Let's
nothing.
go.
That's a 6.
With the Blackguard's help, you're fine. It's okay. As he pulls, Ashanga is lifted up. As he reaches the top,
totally mumbling. She's like, commandeer vessel, what the fuck?
As Shaggy gets up there very quickly, he ties off the rope. It's enough to climb up now. And you're up. One more athletics, please.
Athletics. Okay.
You've got this.
I can do athletics is a little bit better. +5. That wasn't in the tray. Yeah, okay, 11.
Okay. You're climbing. You're fine.
This one was rolling really well.
The people on the skiff follow behind you in the Blackguard. You are making your way up, and you are commandeering a vessel.
This is
Eldon, you make it out into city streets. You begin to head towards the shore. You hear someone call out. Actually, you don't hear anyone call out.
Oh god.
Do you have anything that would protect you from magic missile?
Technically, yeah. Shield. Technically the shield spell, but I would not have to be surprised for that to know.
Let's see why.
And my passive perception is 17.
I don't see anything that would have prevented you from being surprised, or I don't think I see anything that would have led to you being surprised. So, you see a swarm of about 8 magic missiles coming straight for you. Wow! As you block them, you see flying above some of the rubble, Ella-Valora.
All right.
You have not seen this woman before, I don't think.
Who are you? What are you doing?
It's just some random wizard. It's like, what do you want?
Another wizard! Leave me alone! Leave me, please!
As Ella-Valora fires at you, you shield, block everything, and she says, "You're a hoplite, aren't you?"
I don't know who's asking, and I'm just gonna fly right towards her.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
That depends, baby. Who is you?
Okay.
Who's asking?
Fly right towards her.
Yeah.
Roll initiative. Just for the sake of this. Let's see who goes first.
Unless she rolled under a 6.
He was
Definitely
taking
not.
one of us. We just
You
thought
got
it was
6,
gonna
Yep,
be
we
me.
got a 6.
She's gonna go first. She's gonna point to you and cast Disintegrate.
Ouch.
Dex save.
Well, guys.
Shield.
There's a 9.
Yeah, I have advantage. I rolled a 1 and a 9.
Oh god.
Yeah. Alex, it's almost like dexterity is a sucky skill as opposed to strength or con.
Dexterity's great.
No, it's not. It's a 16. It's like +3 at best.
My dex is bougie.
I'm a
But
strength build.
and cap.
Yeah, so you're kept. I went tank build. I didn't go dex build. Dex doesn't help in plate armor.
No.
Let's see if I die again by another fucking wizard and another fucking disintegrate spell. Huh, I might have to use that backup
Jesus
character
Christ.
after.
It's a
Stop it.
twofer.
What?
Stop it.
What?
Stop it.
Stop what?
Stop you.
How much? How many hit points you say you had?
2.
I'd rather figure this number out. Like you tell me the number for a dramatic reveal.
You have to know. He has to know one thing.
I know. I want to just hear the number
I
before I
think those
give
were
an
all
answer.
ones.
One can hope, but
Maybe a couple 2s.
There's
What's
a
that
number
number?
that if you're under,
I know.
You
If I hit
automatically
0,
die.
I die. This is not my first instance of dying to a disintegrate
Yeah.
spell.
I thought it was if you're under 100. Oh no, that's
No,
power
that's powered
That's
kill.
Fine.
power
Kill.
of a
That's
kill.
how we were
No,
killing, bro.
trust me. I'm well aware of that spell too. Well aware.
God.
That's what's gonna get him next time.
What's the number? What's that number, baby?
It is high.
What's that number, baby?
I've a little.
Hey, tell me the
Tell
number.
him.
Tell me.
Tell us.
Just tell me and I'll tell you.
DM screen.
Tell me and I'll describe what happens. No peeking. No peeking.
Nah, I already peeked.
I already know you
Thanos.
peeked. Come on. Tell me the number.
Snapped.
81.
No.
So
no,
you watch as Eldon will get hit with the disintegrate, as that is the exact amount of HP he had, and he will. I don't feel. And through the bracelet, he'll be like, Rona, it's happening again.
Well, she's trying to board a goddamn ship!
It'd be like, Rona, I'm hit with disintegrate. Not again. but it'll be like everybody. Cassandra, it happened again.
I will hit you on camera. No, 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 no.
And that's where we're going to end the session. Eldon,
I need vodka.
Thank you so much for watching, Traveler. We hope you enjoyed.
It says dead on my character sheet now, by the way, in parentheses next to my name.
Stay tuned to find out what happens.
Dead. Hold on, roll it.
Thank you for watching, and please remember to keep moving forward.